Hello, real quick, I would like to apologize for, background noise. My family is very loud. No offense to my family, guys. Today's video, as seen in the title and probably thumbnail, today's topic is about xenogenders and neopronouns. This topic was brought up to me, in a argument in a YouTuber's comment section. So crappy. The video was was on text in quotes. It said, "I'm changing my name again," and it was the sound happy, happy, happy. And then new text appeared. And it was like, my name is, and then it listed a bunch of names. It had a bunch of neopronouns, including emoji pronouns. It was like a bean emoji, a party popper emoji, like a firework emoji, and then I'm pretty sure it also had Neko and Kitty. Like, okay. And then there was this argument I had in a comment section, and the way the creator had the wrong definition. Like, they were like, you are not a cat. I support Therians, but you are not a cat. Like, and that is not what xenogenders are. That's not what cat gender is either. It's just feeling that that thing relates to your gender. It does not mean you identify as that thing. Oh, it was also brought up by another commenter that neopronouns and xenogenders. We were talking about neopronouns, but I'm guessing in their mind neopronouns has to equal xenogender. Gender does not equal pronouns though, so. But they were like, people who use those genders and pronouns are disrespecting and adding more hate to the trans community. And I was like, girl, they are part of the trans community. And the creator made this comment. I was like, can you have 2 sets of pronouns? Yes. Can you use emojis as fucking pronouns? I don't know why I did the British voice. Can you use emojis as fucking pronouns? No. And like, I don't know, I'll put the screenshots on screen. And yeah. I'm gonna show the rest of the screenshots in order. Pause to read. Now that we're done with that comment section stuff, I'm gonna talk about my opinion on neopronouns. Okay. Neopronouns are pronouns. Pronouns are a way to address someone without saying their name. And most of the time, there are gender neutral ones, which do relate to some people's genders. Most pronouns are gender-based. But just think of pronouns as like a nickname so that language doesn't get repetitive. And some people don't really relate to the like quote-unquote normal ones. So they will use stuff like kitty, Neko, rot is one, ghost. I use some neopronouns, but yeah, and most neopronoun users will not get angry if you don't understand. They will only get upset if you are being like rude. And if you refuse to even just like think of it as a nickname, most of the time you can just be like, do you have any like normal do you have any like normal pronouns? And they will most likely say yes. And if they don't, you can be like, oh, I know it's not what you would prefer, but can I please call you by they, them? And they will most likely, I personally would be a little annoyed. And they will most likely be like, sure. Because we don't want no drama. Now for Xenogenders, most of the time, they have a set or multiple sets of pronouns to go with them. Just like how girl has she, her, male has he, him, non-binary or gender neutral has they, them. But gender does not equal pronouns. Yeah. Like nicknames doesn't equal name. It can just be something random, basically. But yeah, it does not have to relate to your name. So yeah, even if they usually do. But yeah, on to explaining what Xenogenders are. Xenogenders are a way for neurodivergent people to express gender, since they might have a different perspective on gender and they might feel it a different way, so they like to use things to relate to their gender. Xenogenders are not identifying as that thing. Just because you are cat gender, you feel like your gender relates to cats, does not mean that you identify as a cat. And I think Xenogenders are very helpful. I personally do not have any diagnosis, and I do not like to self-diagnose, but I do find Xenogenders pretty helpful, and neopronouns are pretty helpful when I am trying to understand my gender, because my gender is so confusing. But I do not force people to use my neopronouns. I barely even tell people about them. I, most of the time, just tell people I use he, him. Or if I'm feeling a little risky, I'll tell them I use he, they, or even he, they, it. I know, right? So risky. Oh my god, why does that have to be risky? But yeah. Very cutesy, very demure. I think that's all I really have to say. Bye. If you do find them, please do not harass them.